Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I make several videos a week all about cruelty-free beauty. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I hope you'll please consider subscribing. Now today I just wanted to sit down and do a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. They're one of my favorite drugstore brands. They're cruelty-free, they're vegan. I mean, what more could you want? And since I'm kind of got a good streak going using up the palettes that I picked for the summertime, I wanted to use the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. I mean, it's a really pretty palette, and after using it today, I definitely want to use it even more. I mean, everything blended out really nicely. But if you want to see how I got this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to take a mixture of the shade Fuego and Spiced on a fluffy brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to start putting that in my crease. I'm just going to mix those two because I think the shade Spiced is a little too deep maybe for my crease, so I said I'd mix it in with that other shade. I really want to play with the blue shades today, but I wanted to put down this shade first. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Royal on a flat brush from e.l.f. Well, this is actually called a concealer brush, but it's just like a little flat brush. And I'm going to put that shade on the outer and inner corners of my eye. It's a pretty intense shade, but it is stunning. I really should use this palette more often because look at the pigment on that color. That is beautiful. You know, I'm going to take this little small crease brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Tropicana. And I'm going to kind of take that around that blue, like right there in the exact crease where that blue meets that more peachy tone. Just kind of working that also into the crease. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Sip Sip. And I'm going to place that right in this very center. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Just kind of tap around the edges of that shimmer to help it blend in more with that deeper blue. Okay, now I'm just going to quickly do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back to do the rest of my face and the lower lash line. And just real quick, I used the e.l.f. Lash and Roll mascara and the false eyelashes I'm using. I don't have any from e.l.f. I don't even know, does e.l.f. have false eyelashes? I know they used to a long time ago, but either way, these are from Ioni. These are the 3D foaming lashes in the style Natural Doll Light. I'll come in closer at the end when I finish the eye look and you'll be able to see them closer. So first I'm just going to take my poreless putty primer, which is very well loved, and I just like to take my sponge and run it in there and then just kind of press it around. I know people really love their Power Grip primers, and those are nice. I really like those too, but I just love the poreless putty primers. Okay, and for my foundation, I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Mine is in the shade Fair. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just kind of dot it around. And then I have my e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, and I'm just going to start blending that out. I have to apply such a small amount of this stuff though because this is the lightest shade, but it's still a little too dark for me. So I find that if I don't over apply it, it doesn't stand out as much. And then I'm just going in with my sponge. And then for concealer, I'm just going to be using my Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is the shade Fair Warm. Just need a teeny little dots. I don't like to use a lot of that concealer. If I use too much of that concealer, it will crease so badly. Okay, and then I'm going in with the Luminous Putty Bronzer. This one is in the shade Summer Friday, so I'm just going to take that. I thought I had a powder bronzer from e.l.f. I must not, or either I had gotten rid of it a long time ago because I couldn't find it. I thought I had one of those primer-infused bronzers, but I guess not. So I just use this one because I do love these. And I always take my sponge and just kind of go around the edges a little bit. The blush that I'm wearing is a powder, so I'm just going to go ahead and powder my face. And I have the Halo Glow Setting Powder, and this one is in the light pink, I think it's called. Yeah, the light pink shade. I'm going to take a little bit of that and dust that under my eye. I just like taking a little small brush like this and just working the powder in this area. I don't usually take it all over my face, so I just work with a little small brush and just kind of work it around. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the shade Royal on a little small angled brush from e.l.f. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up that lower lash line before I put my blush on. And I'm just gonna line my lower lash line with that. I'm gonna keep it really close because I'm gonna bring some of that purple here too, but I wanna have a little bit of this blue down, but I don't want to drag the blue down too far. And then going back to that really small crease brush, I'm going back in with the Tropicana shade, and I'm going to run that right underneath where I put that blue. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Sea Salt, and I'm going to put that on this inner corner. Okay, I'm just going to take that same mascara, that Lash and Roll mascara, and put that on my lower lashes, and then this eye look will be all done. And here are the eyes all done. And for blush, I'm going to take, this is one of the, I think this is one of the primer-infused blushes in the shade Always Cheeky. This is really pretty, peachy pink blush. I think these kind of shades go perfectly with blues. And I'm just going to take that on an angled blush brush from e.l.f. I only picked up a small amount because I couldn't remember how pigmented these are. It's a really pretty shade. This is my favorite type of blush shade, these beautiful peachy pinks. And the last thing is this, now this lip liner has no name. It's from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection. It looks like that. It's like this really pretty nude color. They didn't name these. It just had lip liner on it. This one was always my favorite though. This was the lightest one in the collection, I believe. Then of course, I'm going in with the Faux Satin Lipstick in the shade Dirty Talk, my favorite lipstick. And there you have the finished look using all e.l.f. But thank you so very much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!